Welcome Libra and Libra cross watchers to your love reading for the second half of June. So hope you guys have had a great day, and of course thank you for stopping by my channel. So we do have the Three of Cups. There's definitely some jealousy here with somebody. I almost want to say, I feel like there's someone here that is on your team, and there's someone here that is kind of has their sights set on that person that's on your team. You know what I mean? I feel like whoever this third person is that's trying to take this one away from you or trying to like get into one moment. Sorry about that, Libra. So it's almost like this one wants to get in cahoots. They seem to, I can't quite feel into what the exact motive is, but it definitely feels like this person wants this one that's on your team to be much more focused on them. It feels like the attention from that person is very luxurious to this one. They seem to feel that you don't deserve it. And it's like they're trying to sashay their way into this. And I actually feel like whatever's going on between you and this person that's on your team, I kind of feel like this, hold on for a second. It kind of feels like the two of you are more focused on each other than even picking up anything from this. I feel like at first you might not feel the animosity coming off of this third person. But I mean, obviously you'll pick up on it pretty quickly. I feel like you're really good about not letting that knowledge be seen, if that makes sense. I don't know what this person's problem. Hold on for a second here. Okay. Can you tell us a bit more about what does Libra need to know about this person on their team? King of Cups. Awesome. So the King of Cups talks about someone that is very emotionally mature, but they feel those emotions very deeply, but they don't demonstrate them, right? Because they have developed that maturity. It's the epitome of still waters run deep, right? And I feel like this person, I don't know if you can see there. I don't think the camera is clear enough to see the look on this one's face. But it's kind of like, what is going on, right? It's almost like this third person is trying to offer this person. Okay, you are you, right? We're going to call this person B, this person C, because it's just getting difficult to explain. So I feel like person B here, it's almost like they seem to be a bit, it's almost embarrassing that person C is coming on to them. You know what I mean? I feel like they're kind of like, oh my gosh, here this person comes again. I feel like this person C is so obvious about it. They think they're so suave, but actually they're being, it's like person C is coming on so strong. It's almost like this kind of shameless energy that it's making person B uncomfortable, right? There does seem to be something here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just going to sit with the card for a sec. One sec. So here's the thing, okay? I feel like at face value, or maybe when this person initially had interest or whatever, it may have been like kind of a feather in person B's cap. You know what I mean? Like, I almost want to say that they're still attractive. Not that you've done anything wrong or there's anything going on, right? But it's just like, I feel like at first it may have been kind of like, oh, that's nice, right? The feather in the cap was just, oh, that's kind of nice. And I feel like, and now this one, it's like they seem to have somehow latched onto your person, thinking that they have some sort of special relationship. You know what it feels like? It feels like the two of you are in a relationship, and this one actually wants to come in. I feel like they're the kind of person that would be happy, or kind of, it's like they would enjoy being a side piece, if you will. It would almost make them feel good about themselves. I'm saying that with kind of like a question annotation to it, because it's a bit confusing to me. But it feels like this person would be proud to be the side piece because they feel that that means that they're attractive enough to pull person B away from you. Yikes. One moment. Sorry about that, Libra. So, I think we're just going to kind of dig into this a little bit. Okay, so can we get some clarifiers for this person's C? Hold on for a minute, actually. Okay, yeah, we'll go for person C. So it's kind of on its side. Hold on for a second. I feel like this person seems to kind of be nothing but an agent of chaos. You know what I mean? This person C, I almost feel like they're kind of like that low-key energy, right? It's like they have that trickster in them. And I feel like it's almost like they seem to want to come in, cause chaos, and then if it all falls apart, it's almost like that it doesn't matter to them. You know, they're kind of like, okay, good, I'm glad it's all gone, right? Like it's almost like they don't care about anything. Can we get some clarifiers on that? What does person C really want here? So we have the Moon and Three of Wands with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's interesting is I feel like in terms of a relationship, I feel like person C wants somebody that can kind of control and contain them. Sorry, one moment, please. Sorry about that. Just the kids are here today and they're in and out. So I feel like at their core, what this person really wants is someone that's going to kind of like, I almost want to say put them in their place, someone that can handle them, someone that's can kind of see through their BS and keep them, I want to say in line, but not in a, aggressive sort of way, just in a way that like they give this person just enough freedom to still be a bit of a troublemaker, but also seem to be someone that's strong enough and respected enough that they can kind of continue doing what they're doing without anyone bothering them, right? It's like they want someone that's going to allow them to continue doing what they're doing because that person is powerful. And with the Moon and the Three of Wands reversed, listen, I'm not trying to elicit sympathy for this person. I feel like at their very core, they obviously want to be loved, but I feel like they seem to have these blinders on, thinking that physical affection is love, right? It's almost like they equate that with love, and anything that's real love, I feel like this person would make fun of. I feel like, so of course the Moon talks about the unknown, right? That energetic sort of stuff. And the Three of Wands talks about waiting for your ships to come in, so to speak. And I feel like this person C is somebody that always jumps the gun. They always go in. It's almost like I want to say like they can never just freaking wait. I feel like they seem to think that they have more power of persuasion than they actually do. I feel like this person may be very attractive, but it's almost like they're using it in such a way that maybe it is attractive, but it's almost like most people may not want to touch it because it's almost like it's something that if you touch it, you'll get burned type deal. if that makes sense. Sorry, one second here. I also feel that this one seems to think that they have some sort of like prolific statement or information to give to your person. And it's what's strange is it's almost like this person C doesn't even know your person well enough to know, right? But it's almost like they seem to have this, not trying to be mean, okay, but like an inappropriate amount of faith in themselves to gauge people. But I feel like they have that because they've been able to use their physical appearance to manipulate situations. You know what I mean? So it's almost like they think that they're smarter than they are because they've gotten away with so many things because they're attractive. So, they also seem to think that they have a message, that whatever that message is when they come in, that they're going to be able to get your person to look at you differently. It just seems so smug. It just feels like, it just kind of feels like the type of energy you want to roll your eyes at. I don't feel like you do. I feel like I want to roll my eyes at it. I feel like you're a bit more refined than that. You know what I mean? I feel like you're able to keep yourself in a position where you're maintaining a high standard of who you are, but it's not like you don't see what's going on. I feel like you've just developed to a point that it's almost like you're just not going to let this get to you. I mean, obviously it doesn't feel like you want to lose this person, but I feel like to a certain extent that it's almost like you may have learned from previous experiences that if people want to go, that you're going to let them go. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're not going to stand here and be in competition with somebody. I almost want to say, like, certainly not with somebody that is as smarmy as that, right? It's almost like if this smug person is able to take person B away from you, I feel like it would make you look at person B much differently, right? It's almost like it would kind of, you would see them as much less than you see them now. So, what are person C's feelings about Libra? So we have the Page of Cups. I'm kind of getting this energy of them thinking that you are the, kind of like a schmuck, if you will. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. They seem to feel that you don't make any progress, that you aren't, it's almost like they see you as somebody that could make a lot more progress than you are, but because you're doing it in a way that maintains this high level of integrity, this person seems to see you as someone that would be able to do a lot more, make a lot more, whatever it is. But because you're doing it in a way that makes you feel like good about yourself, and it's not at the pace that this person would because they don't mind playing games to get what they want, they seem to feel like almost like you've held on to something for too long and now it's their turn to come in and take it. Yuck. They seem to feel like you, like, I don't know what this person thinks they're doing. So of course, Libras, you guys like things to be balanced, right? Of course, you like things to be copacetic. You're not looking to upset the apple cart. But people can sometimes, especially this person because they think they're such hot shiz, it's almost like they seem to think that they're going to get away with a lot of nonsense because they know you'll take the high road, not realizing that, like, just because you choose to be nice and you choose to be kind doesn't mean that you don't know how to act differently. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this person may be it's almost like they think they're just going to get away with whatever it is that they're doing here. It's almost like this person seems to have the energy of, I'm going to come in and take person B from Libra, and then when I'm done, they can have him back. You know what I mean? It's like, excuse me? I'm going to try to not catch an attitude here. Okay. What's their approach? What does Libra need to be aware of? So we have the Three of, I'm just going to make sure there wasn't another card. We have the Three of Swords reversed. But what's interesting is because this is the before tarot deck, I'm just going to see if I have the box. It's actually like the moment before the regular deck, right? So it's before all of those swords have kind of come into play. I feel like the biggest message here is that, and you may already know this person C doesn't have any power to hurt you, right? So it's almost like, I know it's easier said than done, okay? I feel like whatever chaos or destruction this person's trying to bring, it almost feels like it hasn't gotten in yet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like your person is still kind of keeping up this, I guess, like force field, or I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like your person is still blocking this other one out. It just feels like person C isn't really gonna give up anytime soon. We'll get into that. It just feels like there's just something there that I kind of don't like. You know what I mean? I can't quite get into it. What is that? Like, is there history between the two of them? Okay. So, we got the Emperor with the Devil. So, it's almost like there may have been rumors going around about person C that seem to have piqued person B's interest, or it's almost like it kind of is something that they keep coming back to whenever they think about this person. I feel like when they think about them and then think about that, they're like, oh wait, no, I don't want that, right? So it's not like it gets anywhere. I feel like your person is much more focused on you. It's almost like, gross. Sorry. It's almost like person C would be the person to be the side piece with person B, but then would come along and act like they're the one that's comforting you because your person has a side piece. I'm not saying that they do, okay? I want to be really clear. I'm not seeing that at all. But that's what this person wants to do. It's like they don't just want to come in and destroy the connection. They don't just want to come in and cause some chaos, right? It's like they want both of you. And they seem to feel like they're... I don't know. This person's really getting on. Okay. They seem to want both of you to need them so they can play games with you and toy with you. Both of you. Hold on for a second here. It's almost like there may be someone here that's unrelated to the situation that may have vouched for this person C, that may have said something that like, it's almost the energy of like a parent that doesn't see that their child is being, ridiculous, and that parent putting a good word in for them. But I feel like that parent or whoever that person is that put in a good word for them actually just wants someone else to deal with them. They're trying to pass it off. Because I feel like whoever that one is that put in a good word actually kind of, they can only handle this person in short bursts, right? It's like maybe they'll go out for dinner with them, but then they kind of can't, they need space for a while. So, is there anything, I almost said Pisces. Is there anything that Libra needs to know. So we do have the Eight of Swords here. I just heard like you've been down this road before. So that doesn't mean that you've, been down this road with your person B or anything like that. But I feel like people have tried to play you before. And I almost want to say there may have been times where you were, where you may not want to hear this, but where you were overconfident in your abilities, right? It's like someone toxic came in and you were like, I know. And I feel like they may have gone to a level of toxic that you didn't expect. And in that, that's kind of the like you were, you overestimated your knowledge in that area, which like, that's not the worst thing in the world, right? Anyway, so I feel like there's a message here to make sure that you're kind of, I almost want to say on your toes or prepared for anything. And I know that's kind of like, well, what the heck does that mean, right? It just feels like this person, they're going to say certain things and then watch your reaction very, very closely. And I kind of feel like you may not give them, you don't kind of pay them you pay them no mind, I want to say. And I feel like by just continuing to focus on yourself and how you feel good and how you are kind of, giving to the people around you, and there's that, give and take between the people around you. I feel like there may be times where the complication that person C brings to the table actually makes you not really even want to deal with person B. And it's nothing about how you feel about them or anything like that. It just feels like in order to kind of keep person C at bay or kind of even just deal with the situation, it feels like you're kind of lowering yourself, which is not something that you enjoy. You want to grow. You want to keep going forward. You don't want to go back. I almost want to say, like, that's stupid. Who wants to go back? Hold on for a second here. You know what I'm kind of getting? I actually feel like this whole situation reminds you of a time when you kind of got caught up in someone else's, or in whatever capacity, there was a situation where someone came in and tried to, I'm almost seeing like a Rubik's Cube, and they just wanted to mess the whole thing up. Excuse me. And I feel like you're looking back to that time. It's almost like, of course, you pulled the lessons from it that you could, but I feel like you're looking back at it, trying to see, like, are there any lessons that I missed? Is there anything there that I need to pull from that I can apply to this situation? So I actually feel like you're paying really close attention to everyone around you. All their nonverbal communication, just to try to see what you can pick up. And I feel for some of you, you may start to see it's almost like you might start to see certain things in person B. Hold on. Okay. I just want to preface what I'm about to say with, it doesn't mean anybody is better than anybody else, okay? It feels like you're at a certain level, your person is at a certain level, and then this person C is at a certain level. And I feel like because your person isn't quite at your level just yet, they're obviously on their way, they're very close, right? But there's certain things that they do that lean more towards the kind of person that person C is rather than the kind of person that you are. So it's not like you're sitting here holding your breath, but I feel like you're just kind of keeping your eyes and ears open, you're keeping your feelers out, you're kind of absorbing all the information, you're not going to let it slide because it doesn't fit what you want to believe, right? You're being really smart about it and really level-headed. It just feels like there may, like, I almost want to say, you may spend so much time up in your head thinking about the whole thing. Hold on, that it's almost like you might, I almost want to say, hold on for a sec. You may start to see things, not that aren't there, but it's almost like you may, start to put a check mark in the wrong box. One moment. Sorry about that, Libra. So I'm just kind of picking up that it's almost like, this might sound strange, you wouldn't be surprised if something kind of went awry. And I feel like you also wouldn't be surprised if they went in your favor. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's not a coin toss. It doesn't seem that flippant. But it does feel like you're looking at the situation that it could go, that like you kind of don't have control over what happens between these two, and you're not trying to control it, right? Because other people make their own decisions, right? You have no control over what other people do. But I do feel that you are really vibing with your person. It feels like to you that the two of you are on the same page. And I feel like you're just going to keep doing exactly what you've been doing, regardless of kind of the external stuff, if that makes sense. So some of you might be annoyed that that's the kind of, advice or conclusion of the reading here, because I'm going to wrap it up here. But I just kind of feel like you're just going to keep your energy, I guess you could say like high vibe or whatever that, but you're just not going to let yourself get sucked into all of this nonsense, right? So it's almost like you're kind of opening yourself up to accept the situation, whatever happens. Now listen, that doesn't mean that you're sitting around waiting for someone to choose if they're going to be unfaithful, okay? It's not like that. It's more like this person is all about you right now. Hard yes. There does seem to be some underlying connection between these two, but as of right now, this one is like, hell no, right? They're focused on you. They want to share what they have with you. They want to be with you. And you know that. And I feel, so it's more like you are, I almost want to say you may be putting yourself in that place where you're kind of opening up to any possibilities so that there's less of a chance of you getting hurt. It feels like it might be, doesn't even feel like it's a defense mechanism necessarily. Excuse me. It just feels like you've learned that, people make choices. And I feel like to a certain extent, hold on for a second. It's almost like one sec. I feel like as of right now, you know that your person chose you and continues to do so. And I feel like you're not going to let yourself get too caught up in, everything as it moves, or like overthinking it, right? It feels like hold on for a second. It just kind of feels like, hang on for a second. Sorry, one moment. Sorry about that, guys. I know there's been a ton of breaks in this reading. Just all the kids are home, so it is what it is. It just kind of feels with you that you do really enjoy the connection with person B. But if such a time comes that person B chooses person C, the energy I'm picking up from you is like, well, you kind of know you can do better. Not trying to be a jerk. I feel like that's mean to say. But it's almost like, well, if this person is the kind of one that's going to choose person C, then that's not what I wanted anyway. So I think I'll leave it there, Libra. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.